Hi, let's talk about the big one today, the battleground. The battleground of your thoughts, your heart, your spirit. Let's talk about fighting depression. Yeah, I'm a really positive person. I call myself a realistic optimist. I'm aware of things, but I don't. I try to stay on the positive side and always live in hope. And but that does not mean that I don't get depressed like everybody else. I do. And I would say that if it's during the day, the things that I do to try to get myself out of that is a few things. I'll try to physically go and do something, whether that's a walk or now I'm able to go to the gym or pull myself out into the sunshine for a little while. I do try to employ thoughts of gratitude and the things that I'm thankful for. I also will reach out to somebody else and try to encourage someone else. I love text messaging now for that reason. I'll go through my phone and I'll try to find somebody else that I can lighten their day up. And quite often, just even the thought that I might have done that makes me feel good and better. And if somebody responds to me, it's all that much more delightful. Anyway, I do that if it's during the day. But let's face it, the really tough stuff happens 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's when maybe you're not able to sleep or you sleep really hard. I know when my back was really broken, I would sleep really heavy, like drooling on my pillow heavy from the morphine. And then I would wake up. And really, that's probably the worst time because I didn't have a lot of mental capacity to be able to drag myself out of these situations. But at that point, I would pray. I pray a lot. And and I know sometimes you get in you people that are, that you're on morphine or you're on Oxycontin, you're on something like that because of pain. I have such empathy for you because for me to have my brain robbed from me to not be functioning, which I have a little bit of that now because of the chemotherapy and probably because of my age. Anyway, whenever you can't think like that, there is a verse in the Bible that talks about the Holy Spirit will intercede for you. So just call out for that. Just ask for it. I would just say, I can't, I'm not able to ask you for the things that I need right now. And please intercede for me and speak for me. It's like the Holy Spirit then will be an advocate. I also would employ thinking about something else entirely. And it has to be a memory to me that digs at my heart. And so, in that particular point, I actually would think about things like car trips with my family that we used to take when we were kids. I think about my siblings, maybe my parents now from the perspective that I have as an adult, as a grandmother. I think about my grandchildren and their personalities and what I think they might do in their lives. I think about my children and love them and the memories with them. I think about maybe a crush that I had in elementary school, and I wonder about what those people are doing. I think about people that have this fascinating creativity, like Tolkien or Rawlings. And where does that come from? And how they might come up with these ideas, or people that can sit down and compose songs like Dolly Parton, or I think about sea creatures that live in the depths of the ocean and how many of them, and are they as few and far between as what I think they are, and the amazing ways that they look. Whatever I have to think about, and things that are interest me. And please keep those interests alive. And often, at least with myself, I was in such a full on sprint in my life that this was like hitting a brick wall. And you might be like that too. So there's some things that you've buried and that you haven't thought about for years. Dig those up when it's at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. Thinking about your current situation is not going to make it better. That you need to do to be a smart, responsible person, like your will or all that other stuff, but then leave it. And then live your life on a daily basis and let it go. Don't collect the things in your backpack that are going to bog you down at 3 a.m. The final thing, sometimes this is all that's left, let's face it, and I'm being completely honest with you, is just knowing that hope cometh in the morning, that the sun will rise and you'll feel better and things will be better. And I employ, like I've said before, I pray for a good wake up. Me praying for a good wake up, a big tell on me, is because I'm having a hard night. So I can tell you I've never woken up and not felt that good optimistic feeling before my eyes even opened. So anyway, I hope that 2 cents worth helps you in some way. And knowing that it's just a part of life. I heard once described that depression was emotional fatigue. So take care of those emotions and get plenty of rest. And sometimes you just have to just suck it up really and wait until the sun comes up again. So there are better days. There always is better days. So hang in there, and thanks for your time.